All right, guys. My people, how on day today? Happy Saturday to every one of you right there. This is all about Minister of Enjoyment. Hey, Ita Continental. Hey, David Umahi or Dave Umahi. Anyhow you want to call the satanic minister. Yes, as you know, say he don't go pay people. Then they go protest against Rufai Oseni. Make he apologize to him. I don't know what is giving these people mind to think that you can go or put some people together to force you or force us to apologize. Then someone like Rufai will all jump, come out, say he want to go apologize to someone like satanic Dave Umahi. Eh? Do you know that Rufai have large numbers of followers, including myself? How do you think I will feel seeing Rufai coming out tomorrow to apologize to satanic Dave Umahi? Rufai not do anything. A question he ask him. How much per kilometer? Now he ask him. Now, our brother Very Dark Man don't come talk for this matter concerning the satanic gathering of the protest they put together yesterday, forcing Rufai to apologize to satanic David Umahi. Then, Fayose Isaac also come out, come speak over the satanic act of David Umahi and other concerns Nigerians. Guys, let's take these combined videos together.
Alright, so I just see a video of a Ebonyi State youth where they go protest. Say Rufai of Arise TV must apologize to David Umahi because of that interview where go viral. Now listen to me, Ebonyi State youth, all of now where go do that protest. If I see any other video of protest from una again, we go do the actual protest and we will request that David Umahi must give us a full breakdown of the money we spend for that project. And guess what? It is our right because Umahi is holding a public office. You are doing this now because Umahi come from una state. But Umahi is not the minister of work of your state. He's the minister of work of the whole Nigeria. He's holding a Nigerian office, a public office. And we have the right. We have the right to ask him that a public service holder cannot give account of the money they gave to him for a project. Is so crazy. And you have the audacity when I go organize protest to do what? If we not try him again, Umahi will not only give us account of that project, but will give us the account of all the projects he has ever done since they made the minister of work, because it is our right. God will punish all of them, punish Umahi. I say God will punish all of you and punish Umahi. Can you just imagine? You think if your Umahi is somewhere else, you think he will survive? By now he go to jail. Public service holder. You go public TV, you go national TV. You want talk, it's too small for me. You have been empowered by our funds that's in your pockets. That's why you don't respect us anymore. That's why you look at Nigerians that they are small. Because nobody hold the people accountable. But this is the height of it. To come out and protest after the nonsense that David Umahi did. To come out and protest to his defense and say Rufai must apologize. That's the highest level of gaslighting for me. But if you want protest, we'll do protest for you. You see, they call an order for order, being a band for band. Umahi for Mumui. Because now Mumu level will take Duam. It go reach and say, okay, yes, everybody go know where I stand for that country. We're gonna try them again. Make I just see any other video again, apart from this one I wanna do. Man, just see any other video again, apart from this one. If they born on a well, make I see any other video again. The highest, unless if I just enter Nigeria, they arrest me. But so far say I enter that country, and everything go, I reach my house. Umahi must tell us how much he spent. And like I said, it is our right because it's a public office holder. Normally, as that interview finish, where we don't say Umahi, na person we say you know if he give account, we are supposed to enter straight and ask that he give us account. Because say Nigerian youth, we always they laid back, say okay, yes, we could just observe. We should not take it as a weakness or take and say we'll be mumu. If they're born on our way, you can see any other protest again. And as for you, David Umahi, you better be prepared. If they enter streets, you must tell us how much you spend. And you also need to be careful because your people now they don't start to scratch the wound open. You understand? So maybe very, very soon, we might actually do a protest, whether they come out or not. We might end up doing a protest that you must tell us how much you spend. Proud, arrogant, low self-esteem man. Instead of works. Rubbish. I dey wait. Man, see on a video again online. I'm waiting. Please, protest again. Please, I beg you. Protest. Do it again. Wanna go, do am. You all will learn, and you all will learn the hard way. Don't play.
Minister Umahi versus Rufai Oseni. Minister, how much per kilometer? Do you know who I am? Minister, how much per kilometer? I'm a professor in this business. Minister, how much per kilometer? I've been doing this for years, for donkey years. Minister, how much is our coastal road per kilometer? Simple answer. Fella don't sing am. Simple yes or no. Minister, how much per kilometer? The thing never reach. Make your village people they protest. Why are they protesting? The guy is asking you a simple question, Mr. Minister. How much is Lagos Calabar Coastal Road per kilometer? It's a simple question. Just answer. 1 million, 1 billion, 2 billion per kilometer. It varies. Okay, give us plus minus. Rufai, I'm not your mate. You are very rude. Minister Umahi, we dey ask you again. How much is the coastal road per kilometer? Now people's money you dey spend. How much per kilometer? Simple yes or no. We never reach fight. Minister, talk how much. Umahi, how much per kilometer?
Before I talk about Rufai Oseni's comportment, behavior, and presentation with Dave Umahi, let me talk about some of you gullible, misinformed, uninformed, and uneducated Nigerians who thinks that Dave Umahi is doing me and you a favor. Let me tell you, it's actually a privilege to serve as a public servant. Dave Umahi is a public servant. Do you understand that? You, Rufai Oseni, have every legal right to demand for accountability and transparency from Dave Umahi. Let me address some of you who are flying around with this news that Dave Umahi can never give an accurate answer because the cost of material is not always the same every day. Because, you know, when you're talking about per kilometer, some roads you might need more cement, some roads you might need less cement, some roads are swampy, you have to, you know, fill up the swamp because you are on or misinformed. That's why you have every right to talk on social media. If you're well informed, you will know that the question that Rufai was asking Dave Umahi are the answers that Dave Umahi should have at the tip of his finger. Let me make you understand something. Let me broaden your mind if that's possible, because some of you are too close-minded. Imagine me calling my engineer right now and say, okay, how many bags of cement do you need to plaster one room in my property? And my engineer saying he don't know, he can't give me that answer. You want to tell me that you're a professional, you don't know how many bags of cement you need per partition? Does it make sense? It still not make sense to you because a lot of you are dumb. That is why these politicians take you lot for a ride. You think that they are doing you a favor. You think that me demanding for accountability and responsibility is me being rude and insulting to a politician. Like I said, his comportment is something different. But let's talk about you lot that come out and be, you know, commenting all this in every platform. He deserves every right to ask that question, and it's Dave Umahi right to answer. He must answer. He should answer. You should know. You don't have to give exact figure. No one is asking for exact figure, but roughly, approximately, you should know. You should know. That's why you're a professional. You divide it or you times it by this. It could be more, it could be less. That is fine. So I don't know where you get your information from. I don't know that when you see these politicians, you think they're demigod and they keep treating you people like less humans. They're not demigod. They are doing us a favor, not us doing them a favor. It's actually an honor to serve. These law are meant to serve. These criminals are meant to serve. But you people turn them to demigods. They are not gods. They are human. They should be grateful to us. And we deserve every right to demand accountability and transparency. And they have to respond to that. If they find it too much, they should leave the office. It's simple as that.
Minister,
yes,
Minister, I would like to interject. This monologue is quite long. So, at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You are too small for me to report you to the President.
No, but they are empirical.
You are too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to the
Minister, let me
President.
speak. Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commissioner of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Rufai, let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not. What your profession is. You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
I will keep quiet for you to damage information.
Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure. So I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
And you cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So, please, you've not been able to... I'm
professor in practice.
In practice.
I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask
questions. You keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop,
you know... Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak... The other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right, how many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court, now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that has been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is not...
I think they're not ready. President Tinubu, with due respect, sir, you are not ready. If you don't want this strike, you know what to do to the people or the protests. Engage them. Tell your citizens, see, you know people used to say this thing, you go explain tire. As a leader, you must explain tire. The people did not vote for Information Minister or Mr. Bayo Ononuga that is abusing everybody, and now Mr. Peter Obi has instituted a suit against him. He said if he doesn't apologize 72 hours, he will sue him. Maybe Mr. Peter Obi was even listening to the show. You must engage. At first, you don't engage your people. You came You don't engage. This President Tinubu has been president. How many interviews have you seen? Over a year. How many sit-downs? You don't engage your people. We don't know your mind. You come, you give recorded statements, speeches, well choreographed. That's not what the people want. They want engagement. They want to hear you, that you feel them. I put an option earlier on yesterday. I said President Tinubu can do a syndicated Twitter Spaces that's syndicated across every platform. Engage the young people. Have conversations. It's not by sending security agents everywhere to say, oh, don't remember what happened in NSAS. And for security agents reminding us what happened in NSAS, hell yeah, we also remind you of what 2012. Why was there no violence? There was no chaos now. You shut the country down for 2 weeks. There was no chaos. So stop using NSAS as a benchmark. We had protests in this country in 2012. Nothing happened. So protests can actually be peaceful. Occupy Nigeria was peaceful except for one killing of Demola Yaya Baton. In fact, people had carnival-like atmosphere at the Ganifa Park in Ojota. So stop bringing reminders of NSAS. Truth has to be told. A president needs to engage his people. And it's not these handlers that will keep speaking. President Tinubu, you still have the time now to do it. You still have the time now to do it. Don't let your advisors mislead you by saying, no, don't worry, we'll handle it. They are never in your best interest. Your advisors are in their own best interest. They think about themselves. You are just a tool to make their dreams work.